If you could give some advice to your younger self, what would it be? Stop eating. So I think I've just been naturally, I've forgotten what the question is. Could I be any more YouTube right now? Wearing the brand, I've got an orchid, a light box, got a freaking candle, ha! So today is Q&A day over on Lose It Like Lauren. I wore this jumper the last time I did my Q&A video. True story. If you like my face and you'd like to see more of it, I have a Patreon where I do weekly videos. You can get Skype dates, Google Hangouts, personalised videos, letters, loads of stuff. Go check it out, it's amazing. So today we're doing a Q&A. Do you like my setup? I think it looks bloody awesome. Very proud right now. I'm professional. I'm so professional. If I slur my words a bit, it's because my wisdom tooth is coming out and it's a bit, it's swollen, so I'm a bit like, So apologies. So I took to Patreon, Instagram and Facebook and asked you lovely lot questions, and as always, I got about 1 million. So I think this may be a two-part video, who knows. So make yourself comfy, get yourself some hydration. This is vodka. And let's go. Oh. That tastes like Sif. So the kind of main consensus of quite a few of the comments was that you want a lot more of Helena on the channel, so that will definitely be happening. I might even try and rope her into doing something next week because we're going away tomorrow, which will be yesterday for you. We're going to France for a week. I'm lucky enough to be invited on her family holiday, so yeah, if we have some downtime between skiing, I want to film how we met first because it's nearly, in like 3 months, it's our year anniversary. So that would actually be a really cool story for the year anniversary. Might do the girlfriend tag. Anyway, that is regardless, that is not part of the video. So question number 1, and let's start it off with an epic question from Amber Cooper 98. She says, do you feel like you wouldn't have come to terms with your sexuality or wouldn't have come out if you had not lost the weight? I definitely know that I wouldn't have even considered my sexuality if I hadn't have lost weight. Like I always knew that I was bisexual. I knew this from a young age, but I didn't ever think that it would be a thing. As I said in my coming out video, it was never a thing. I always thought that I would marry a man, I would have babies with a man. But through my weight loss journey, I found out so much about myself. With my growing confidence, I experimented with my sexuality and realised that there was more for me. And it's amazing because I didn't ever think that this would be the path I would have. And I'm so grateful. Like, I have no idea what my life would be like if I hadn't have lost weight in the first place. I don't know. Like, I used to live, not in fear, fear's the wrong word, but like whenever the subject of sexuality would get broached with my parents, I would always like kind of shun it away a bit or change the subject because I never would want it to be either discussed or talked about. And actually I didn't even realise that was happening. It's only now when I look back, I was like, damn. Because I remember once years ago, there was someone who was bisexual on TV and I was sitting watching with mum and she was like, bisexuals are greedy. I told her this the other day actually. I told her this and she was like, oh my God, did I say that? I was like, yeah. I was like, but we are though, we like a bit of everything. But yeah, I would never be where I am now if I hadn't have lost weight. So if you are even slightly curious, just start looking into yourself and trying things and open up your Tinder. Click both. That's what I did. Bexy Boop 456 says, I would love to know how you cook some of your meals. and how you stay so motivated. I always get this motivated question. There are lots and lots and lots of videos on my channel about motivation. I will link them below. Yeah, go watch them because all the information's there. Trust me, they are good watches. Go watch them. Robust Runa says, how do you stop yourself from doing weigh-ins all the time? I don't want to weigh myself that often. And just go on how my body feels, but I'm always so tempted to weigh myself. Ask yourself why. Why are you so tempted to weigh yourself? What's the mental process behind it? Because for me, I know how much upset the scale has caused me in the past when it doesn't need to. If you're feeling super, and if you're working out, and if you're feeling that your clothes are fitting better, and if you're in the best shape of your life, I know that you've lost weight and you look fantastic. What is the scale going to bring to you that that feeling won't? Justification? No. The scale is pointless. It really, really is. And I currently have my scale, and it's in the top of that cupboard up there, and I have a date written on it for the next time I can weigh myself. And I even went past that date last time. I didn't even look at it. You are worth, you Runa, you everyone are worth way more than the scale. And life is worth way more than a poxy number. Your life shouldn't depend on what number it is. It should depend on you and your goals that you set for yourself and the life that you make for yourself, not a poxy number. Poxy is a great word, isn't it? Your worth is not the scale. Your worth is not the number on the scale. Zoe28XX asks, what's your biggest fear in life? I don't have, and actually a couple of people asked about fears. I don't really have any fears as in phobias. I suppose thinking about it would be losing somebody close to me. Well, to be honest, that's something I never even think about. Like, I wouldn't even bring myself to think about it, but yeah, losing someone close to me. And I actually heard about one of my mum's work colleagues today. He had a stroke and he lost his sight. Like that. And I can't even imagine what he and his family are going through, and that would be a massive fear as well, I suppose, to have just something so life-changing happen to you in a split second like that. Little son Momo, that is the cutest name ever, says, what are your long-term goals career-wise and living-wise? Where would you like to end up? I find myself thinking about these things a lot lately, and I'm only 27. Well, it's a good thing to think about the future. Not many people do. I've got low battery. How do I have low battery? I've only just started filming. Career-wise, okay, I am going to say it because I said years ago that I wanted to do my personal trainer qualification, and I did. And now when I look back on that, I'm like, I'm so glad I did that in the video. My life plan for, say, 10 years time would be, I would love to have a LoseitlikeLauren studio where there would be classes, seminars, motivation, personal training motivation. So not only personal training, there would be motivation training, and it would just be like the most, and cooking classes, and it would just be like the most amazing place for knowledge, for well-being, yoga. Oh my god, it would be the best thing since sliced bread. There would be like the biggest hydration station in the world, and there would be like all the fruit you could put in your water. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, and it would be full of peaches. Full of peaches. So, but I can imagine it being like somewhere really cool, like New York or California. Helena and I have been talking about moving, and like to move somewhere that far is actually incredibly scary. We've been talking about possibly moving to Brighton or somewhere by the sea. I love London, but I really kind of want to see the world a bit and experience more of the world than just my little pocket of London that I know. So yeah, I just want to travel with her and live my life with her and push each other as much as we possibly can in our lives. And yeah, build my empire. Johanna's Journey says, is it okay to have more than one? No, it's not. No, of course it is. Of course it is. Here goes. Do you ever see yourselves having children? Yes. Have you ever considered marriage? Yes. What's your goal size? 12. UK size 12. Do you have a skincare regime? Face wipes and moisturiser. I really need to up that because it's bad. And I've just been using a really basic Nivea moisturiser from the pound shop at the moment, and I moisturise day and night, and I try not to sleep with makeup on, and that's about it. Country Girl Gone Keto says, what's your absolute most favourite accessory that you must have on you? At the moment, it's been my blooming camera because I've been filming like it's going out of fashion. But I would say I never leave the house without my headphones. I always need to have headphones because I just love listening to music, having my classical music on when I'm going out and about. And also I've got a new lip balm that's been good. Let me show you it. It's Helena's mum got it for me for Christmas. Oh, trust me not to have it in my blooming pocket now. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, here it is. So it's by EOS and it's a lip balm. But it's a little like ball. So look. It's fun and it's cute. And yeah, EOS. Cake or Death 92 says, I've seen you with lots of hairstyles and colours. What's been your favourite oh, hello. What's been your favourite so far? I loved the short, as in like really short lilac. That was amazing. I love the long red. I love the length at the moment. It's probably about here. I've been using some hair growth stuff and it's making it a lot longer and thicker because it fell out quite a lot when I was using the box colours all the time. I've liked a lot of my hair. I feel like it kind of correlates with how I'm feeling in my life. Like, I didn't really enjoy having short blonde hair because I wasn't really in the best headspace. So yeah, I'm liking the long hair at the moment. Zoe Fleury _SW1. Helena actually saw this comment and screenshotted it and sent it to me, like circled, and was like, I want to know the answer to this as well. And I was like, you're gonna have to wait till the video. She says, in your previous relationships, were you happy? You are a lot more out there on social media with your new relationship, which is fine. It's just wondering why it was different with the past ones. I like this question. Hopefully no ex-boyfriends are watching this, and if they are, well done for getting to this point of the video. Click off now. This is going to be like majorly soppy, by the way. I know now that I found my person, and I think I knew deep down that every relationship I've been in hasn't been the right one. I've settled before for people that I knew liked me because I was scared of getting hurt, and I've settled for what I thought was a fairy tale, which I made myself believe and it wasn't. And yeah, and I've just settled for, see that word settled, that's not good, is it? And I think that I always knew that the relationships I was in was not the one. Which is why I don't really think I ever put it out anywhere. But now I've got my one, and she's bloody hot. I'm like, look at her, just look at her. So yeah, without that face, that might be the screenshot to the video, and I might Photoshop Helena's stop talking. Yeah, I've just found my heart. Meta _Etta says, 5 things that inspire you every day. What are the little things that make your days? Firstly, you lot. When I get tagged in things, it inspires me. When I see posts, they inspire me. When I see people that I follow that I know I've inspired and now I follow, and I see them smashing their goals, that inspires me. Let me put this on. Feeling my body as it feels now. Even though it doesn't feel as good as it once did, how mobile I am now, how much energy I have, that inspires me to push forward and smash it even more. Helena inspires me because I want to make myself better for us, not only just for me, because I'm an emotional little bitch. I really am. I cry pretty much every day. Like, that's not normal. It's not normal. Have I cried today? Yes, yes. I watched Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Have you seen that new Netflix on, that new season on Netflix? I cried at that. Having said that, they all crying, so, you know, us gays, eh? The inbuilt goals that I have in my head, the kind of just like the non-negotiable things I know that I want out of my life, the person I want to, the person I am. I was going to say the person I want to be then. The version of myself that I want to be. Music inspires me as well. I love, I've got this playlist that I listen to, and it inspires me. And yeah, as I would say, Instagram. Nick Russ 8 says, if I lose £75, will you come to the US and meet some of your fans? Mainly me though, LOL. And to the Midwest. And bring your girlfriend. And come in autumn when it's pretty out. Very specific, aren't I? Yes, I am. It will be great for motivation for me. Fall/autumn is like the best time of year, isn't it? Midwest, where is Midwest? Is that like... Delaware? Midwest, is that like New York? It's not, is it? If it's near New York, maybe. Coastal Free Spirit says, that gorgeous hair was my absolute favourite on you. It was the most beautiful red I've ever seen, and it suited your skin tone and blue eyes perfectly. Honestly, I'm not a fan of blue hair on anyone. Neither me, which is why I'm slowly, I think I'm going to go back to red, you know. Even though I spent hours and hours getting the red out of my hair. Tempted. Angela's training. My question would be, how do you deal with the decision to make a healthy choice or an unhealthy choice? I struggle in that at the moment, and more often than not, I make the unhealthy choice. Any tips when your head gets the best of you? Recently I've been learning so much about mindset and about the way the brain works, and it is not about healthy versus unhealthy. It's about the mindset we have and the way we talk to ourselves, and this kind of negative connection that we have with food. Food isn't a bad thing. It is not. It is not the bad thing. It's the thoughts that we tell ourselves. It's the punishment that we put our body through. Because if we eat something bad, we'll then think, I've been bad, I've done this, I now must punish myself, for instance, by eating more bad food and like cramming it in and binging, or I'm going to over-exercise, and that's a form of punishment. It's all this negative build-up. Eating naughty, unhealthy food is enjoyment in life, and it's about how we eat that food. I really, really want to get my head and my mind around all this new thought processes I have, because I feel like it's way bigger than me. And I know that sounds really airy-fairy, it really does, but we, as Paul McKenna says, we can eat anything we want as long as we eat consciously, stop when we're satisfied. It works. It 100% works. The reason why we get caught up so much on weight is through fear, because it's something to obsess over. It's something to put our focus into. If we're putting all this focus into food and into our problem and into our weight, we don't have to show up and be responsible or accountable for anything else, because this is taking up so much of our lives and so much of our minds. And I think that, you know, I think it's a government plan to get us all to not realise our potential and to be worried about how many calories we eat. But that's a bit And that's a bit of an out there thought. It just dawned on me the other day. And then I was reading something about fluoride and how they put fluoride in and stuff, and then the fluoride blocks out the senses and the brain, and it made me think, what if it's all connected? And yeah, that just made me sound mental, so I'm probably gonna cut that out. Bouquet_ says, hey Lauren, maybe you could answer some tips on changing habits. I can't stop eating in the car, ! Eating in the car, I do that. Firstly, I'm gonna pick you up on your words there, can't. I can't stop eating in the car. I can't stop eating in the car. Well, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. That's like a really famous quote. If you say you can't do something, then you won't. One of the things I noticed that when I'm in a downward spiral, I purposely distract myself when I want to overeat, and driving is a distraction. So why are you doing it? Are you trying to just answer that in your head? Why? You don't have to drive and eat. Nobody is that busy that they have to. Like, if you are in one of these jobs where you're working and moving all the time, even you can take 5 minutes and just, even if you have to eat sitting in your car, you don't have to be driving. You can take time and be conscious and be aware. A lot of the time when we distract ourselves, it's because when we eat fast, you get a buzz of food and you get that rush of, oh my God, food, oh my God, amazing. But then that makes the feeling of feeling satisfied and feeling like you've had enough food be completely blinded. You can't pay attention to the satisfied feeling when you're eating so fast because your brain's just going, ah, all the time. So whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. You can. I stopped myself by doing it. I got a stupid little sticker. It was like a heart. And I put the heart like on the dashboard. And whenever I saw it, I was like, I'm not eating in the car. And every single time I saw it, I was like, I'm not eating in the car. And now I don't eat in the car. Get a heart or get something that will make you think, don't eat in the car. Why are you eating in the car? Ask yourself questions. Constantly ask yourself questions. Kathy Johnson Starks says, thank you for all you share with us. You inspire me not to give up on myself. Thank you very much. I mean, thank you for watching. So, you know, if nobody watched me, then I wouldn't share. So, you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So, yes, you are always a priority, as we are our own priority. And to make a change, we need to make ourselves a priority. So, yeah, keep being inspired. Megan Nicole says, what items must you have in your gym bag? You know what? I'm going to go get my gym bag and show ya. So my current gym bag is this one. It's by Nike and it's like gold. It's like gold, shimmery. I have no idea what's going to fly out of here because I didn't plan this. Oh my God, there's like a million. Okay, the first thing that I always keep tons of in my gym bag are hair ties. Simple elastics, because if my hair isn't tied back, I can't work out. Simple as that. And if I don't have one of these, game over, I'm going home. Second thing is always have deodorant in my gym bag. Always, always, always. Yes. There's a tea towel. Yeah, I did some washing and ended up just putting it all in the gym bag, and that I wouldn't recommend having it. You know what? You know, it could be like the new fad. Years ago, I accidentally took one sock to the gym, and it was like a conundrum for about 10 minutes. Do I wear one sock or do I wear no socks with my trainers? And it was horrifying. So now I have like the most socks in my gym bag, which is, yeah. So obviously a pair, which are odd because I'm odd. But yeah, copious amounts of socks. Face wipes, always. And yes, and the final thing I always like to keep in here. We have showers at our gym, but I don't like carrying around like big bottles of shampoo, conditioner and stuff like that. So I like to take these shampoo, conditioner little sachets. These are some argan oil ones that I actually got free, but they're really, really handy to save you like lugging around heavy bottles of stuff. And Brandon keys. Random underwear and more socks. So yeah, that's what's in my gym bag. Navi Ivan or Navi Ivan says, do you use any weight tracking apps? No, I did use MyFitnessPal for about 3 hours and I just couldn't stick to it. And honestly, I used it for about 3 days, and as much as I was like really prepared for those 3 days and I was like writing in everything, I just can't stick to it, and I don't think it's real life. And I think it's a bit too obsessive for the life I'm trying to teach myself now. So no, I don't use any apps for anything. Number two, how many steps do you recommend taking on a regular day? How many would you like to take ideally? I've got this new step counter, which is like a really old, it's Helena's old Garmin, and it does like auto goal. So it doesn't just set your daily at 10,000, because for me, 10,000 is a hell of a lot. Like if I don't do a workout class, I'm nowhere near it, probably because I sit down a lot of the day editing and whatnot. So I think ideally I would love to get to 10,000 a day, because I think that's a massive milestone. But I think like 7,000 is an amazing amount to get to, or just actively making yourself get up if you've been sitting down for a while, or parking your car slightly or further away from work or the shops, or just being more active and taking more healthy habits to move your body. And I think all of those things add up, and before you know it, you're just going to be moving a hell of a lot more than you ever were before. Cynthia L. Rocha says, I've recently found you on YouTube and love everything that I've been able to watch so far. Thank you. I started a YouTube channel also. People are going to see it, so it kind of keeps me motivated, but I have a hard time videoing myself talking. I love them. I love how raw and honest your videos are. How did you decide to video? So there's a bit of a backstory to this question. So when I was about 2, Mum and Dad needed extra money because, you know, they had me and my brother was just born, I think, and they didn't have much money. So Mum is the most incredible entrepreneur in the world, and she was like, I need to start a business, I need to do something, what can I do? So she just went out and bought a video camera, like before, this is 30 years ago now, 30 years ago. So she just went and bought a video camera and started videoing people's birthdays, weddings and bar mitzvahs. No, she started like videoing people's events, making the tapes and selling them to them. So all of a sudden she had this amazing business of videoing and selling God knows what. But so from a very young age, my family and my mum had a video camera, so she would always kind of like take it on holiday and take it into the garden and be like, I'm doing this, even though it wasn't one of these, it was like a massive on your shoulder jobby. She was like, how's your day? She would interview me. She was like, how's your day going? How are you feeling? What are you doing? Da, da, da. So I was always used to talking in front of the camera, and so I think I've just been naturally. I've forgotten what the question is. How did you decide to video? Yes, how did I decide to video? I don't even know if that even relates to what I just said. So because I've always been used to it, I was on YouTube one time when I was at my highest weight, just like feeling really helpless, and I don't know how I came about it, but I stumbled across Ceramic Heart, you know who you are, you're probably watching this, Amber, who's Junk in the Trunk, and a few other, sorry, they're like the weight loss people from like 10 years ago, and I remember just thinking, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it. And I just used to direct upload. And then I just, this is when you could direct upload on YouTube. Literally click your webcam, like link it in and just click direct upload. And I just thought, I'm gonna start recording my journey. Just decided to do it. It's a lot different now, there's a lot more pressure. Like, it's very difficult, but just be true to yourself. And if you don't feel comfortable or you don't want to say something, then don't say it. And you know, Just do what feels right for you. Lakeisha Phillip, if I come to London, can we work out together? Yes. If we should do like a mass workout in like Hyde Park or something, that would be awesome. Obsidian Blackbird McKnight is the coolest name ever. Obviously, well, I'm assuming your name is not Obsidian, but still, amazing choice. If you could choose any time period to live in besides this one, if you could choose any time period to live in besides this one, which one would it be and why? Oh, come on, the 60s. I don't even think I need to explain. The 60s. England in the 60s, rock and roll, and just lots of fun. I have this constant belief that I have more potential than what I'm currently doing. I know that I don't push myself enough. I know that I can do whatever the hell I set my mind to, because it's just the way I've conditioned my mind over these years. And I know that there is way more to my life than obsessing about every single calorie that I put into my mouth. I think that it is incredibly important that we have goals, we have physical visions in our head of what we want to be. We need to energize our goals with emotion. I read that phrase recently and it really stuck with me. Like, it's one thing to have a goal of like, oh, I want to live near the sea. I'm going to give you an example. Just imagine your dream is I want to live by the sea. And it's like, I want to live by the sea. You don't really feel anything for it. But then think about it like this. Think about actually owning a house by the sea, waking up in the morning, going out your back door, for instance, seeing the sea, being able to smell the air, and if you go for a walk, you can walk on the sand, you can walk in the sea, and you have that freedom and that goal and that feeling of, I've succeeded, I've done this, I've done that. And we all need to work out how we're going to reach our goals. 80% of us don't write our goals down. 80% of us don't even think about goals. And it's goals and it's all these emotions that get us prepared and get us achieving. All of us live in the past. We all live in the past. We're all living in the past and we're living in the future. None of us live in the present. Very, very few of us live in the present. Are we just living to wait for something to happen? Are we waiting to, oh, I'll go on holiday when I've lost this weight. I'll go for this job when I've lost this much weight. I will go for this job when I fit into my suit again. I'll do this when I've done, when is this gonna happen? This isn't gonna happen because we all live in fear that, that number one, what if this never happens? And, oh, I'm getting myself wound up now. I keep getting up because I know that I have way more to do in my life. And I know that by keep getting up, I'm gonna inspire somebody else to get up with me. And that is powerful. That really is powerful. And also, I know that I am not even started being as epic as I want to be in my life. And I know that's 100% true. So if I don't get up, I couldn't even imagine what that would be like. X the Glitter Boutique X says, if you could give some advice to your younger self, what would it be? Stop eating. I would tell myself to slow down in wanting to grow up. I would tell myself to learn more at school, pay attention more. I would tell myself to stop looking at my hot art teacher in his leather trousers. No, I wouldn't. Keep on looking. That's why I'm good at art. I would tell myself that I am capable of anything that I set my mind to. I don't know what I'd be if I didn't have a weight problem. I would tell myself to not be scared of my sexuality. I would tell myself to not listen if mean boys told me they fancied me, because they never did. They were always just being mean. And I would tell myself to stop biting my nails, because I still do it now. Emma J. King, Emma_J_King_ says, I think losing weight is as much to do with mental health as it is anything else. What do you do to motivate, what can I do to motivate me into getting my mental health in a place I can face losing the weight? Can you recommend anything, and what did you do or think about to get into the right mindset to lose the weight? I don't feel as though I'm worth anything or any effort, and I don't know how to get that old me back again who could face this. Thanks for reading this. I feel like a broken record sometimes because I talk about Paul McKenna so much, but he does such an amazing job at getting you to realise, us, me, you, we, whoever, to realise that we are the priority, we are worthy, we are so deserving in a better life. One thing I would definitely say is I have transformed my mental health this year because I have taken the learning and the responsibility of it into my own hands. I've done so much research, read books, find out, go and get some self-help books about worth, about self-confidence, about, obviously certain things work for certain people, but take the knowledge. Knowledge is power. You need to take the knowledge and the learning responsibility into your own hands. And you have, and the thing about Paul McKenna is he obviously gets you to focus on your goals and energize your goals with emotion and energize your life. Are you happy in your life now? I'm actually got this book. Where is it? Two books I'm currently reading are Living Your Happiest Life and A 30-Day Guide. I didn't necessarily get this for me. I got this to learn about how to approach talking about it because, yeah, so that's what I'm reading at the moment. And Indestructible Self-Belief. And this one, Indestructible Self-Belief. I bought this on eBay, I think, or a charity shop, and actually someone's had it before me and they've underlined stuff and they've written stuff in it, and it's really sweet. And it actually says there, can you see that written at the top? This is the only person who can make your life better. And that is true. You are the only person who can make your life better. No one else can do it for you. I can't do it for you. Nobody can. It needs to be you, coming from you, and you realising that you deserve a better life. You are enough, you are worthy, and you deserve the world. And this one, Indestructible Self-Belief. I bought this on eBay, I think, or a charity shop, and actually someone's had it before me and they've underlined stuff and they've written stuff in it, and it's really sweet. And it actually says there, can you see that written at the top? This is the only person who can make your life better. And that is true. You are the only person who can make your life better. No one else can do it for you. I can't do it for you. Nobody can. It needs to be you, coming from you, and you realising that you deserve a better life. You are enough, you are worthy, and you deserve the world. And you deserve the world. Now go get it. Laugh, eat off. Laugh, eat off? Is that like laugh, eat off? Laugh, eat off. No idea. Hey love, I've got two. I've got two for you. What's your next vacation going to be? Well, actually, we're going away tomorrow to France for skiing. And what is a dream you have yet to achieve? What is a dream you have yet to achieve? Owning a cat. and getting married. There you go, there's two. Surplus of diggity. Surplus of diggity. Sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. What's your favourite NSV during your weight loss, and what are you looking forward to experiencing again? Me, I'm looking forward to crossing my legs like a lady, thigh over knee instead of ankle over knee like a dude. Once my thunder thighs slim down. Number one, don't talk badly about your lovely thighs. And actually, my legs have got chunky at the moment, so I would definitely agree with you on that. I can cross them, but I can't cross them as easily as I could before. But I can cross them easier than I could at the beginning. I've got a pair of jeans in mind. I want to get back into them jeans. I know they're not going to go anywhere near me at the moment, and I cannot wait to zip them up and be like, ah, they fit, rather than, ah, they go over my ankle. Great. So I started filming this at 8 o'clock. It's now 8 minutes to 11 p.m. So thank you so much for sticking with me today, and I hope that I answered your question. If you asked one, I hope that, oh, someone asked about the main difference between men and women, dating them. I answered that in my last Q&A, so if I will link it here. So if you asked that and you want to know my main difference about females versus males, I gave the answer in my last Q&A, so I'll link that here. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for sticking with me, because this has been epic. Anyway, I'm off to edit this pile of crap. So I'm off to edit this now. And yeah, thank you so much for watching today. I hope I answered your question if you asked one. And if I didn't, I'm very sorry. Make sure you comment next time. The next time I'm doing a Q&A, hopefully it won't be for a while, because I feel like I've done two in quite quick succession. So thank you so much for watching today. Go check out my Patreon if you want to see more of my face. If you made it to this point in the video, comment, Lauren is the best. No, I'm joking. Thank you so much for making it to this point of the video. You are an absolute rock star, so thank you very much for watching. Keep losing, keep smiling, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.